You're watching South Asia Newsline and have the top stories we are tracking for you on Monday, the 22nd of September. PM Modi hails next-gen GST reforms as double bonanza amid festive season. India's Defence Minister says POK will return to India without military action. And Trump warns bad things will happen if Afghanistan does not return Bagram Air Base. And now for all the details. India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Monday hailed the rollout of next-gen GST reforms as a double bonanza for this festive season while inaugurating energy and connectivity projects worth 5,100 crore rupees in the northeastern state of Arunachal Pradesh. PM Modi said the GST Bachat Utsav will make household essentials, educational items, footwears and housing more affordable. He contrasted the reforms with tax policies of previous Congress-led government, noting that income up to 12 lakh rupees is now tax-free and GST has been reduced to 2 slabs and many items are tax-free. Calling on citizens to prefer Swadeshi or indigenous products, PM Modi said the reforms will boost purchasing power, especially for women and children, and strengthen India's journey towards self-reliance. The remarks come as he has been pushing for self-reliant campaign as trade ties with the United States have soared. PM Modi further described the Northeast as India's emerging powerhouse as he laid foundation stones for 2 hydropower projects.
भारत विकसित तभी होगा जब भारत आत्मनिर्भर होगा और भारत की आत्मनिर्भरता के लिए जरूरी है स्वदेशी का मंत्र। आज समय की मांग है, देश की मांग है कि हम स्वदेशी अपनाएं, खरीदे वही जो देश में बना हो, बेचे वही जो देश में बना हो।
During his visit to Morocco, India's Defence Minister Rajnath Singh expressed confidence that India will get back control over Pakistan-occupied Kashmir. He said that people in POK have been sloganeering, demanding freedom, and there is no need to attack and gain control over the region as it will be ours on its own. The minister's remarks come after he was alleged that the central government had misused the chance to capture POK during the Operation Sindoor conducted in May. The defence minister was on a 2-day visit to Morocco to inaugurate a new defence vehicle manufacturing facility and sign a memorandum of understanding on defence cooperation. This was the first ever visit by an Indian defence minister to Morocco.
पीओके अपने आप आएगा, चिंता क्यों करते हैं? पीओके में अब डिमांड होने लगी। आपने सुना होगा 1-2 बार कुछ लोगों ने नारेबाजी की थी। 5 साल पहले एक बार इंडियन आर्मी को कश्मीर वैली में मैं संबोधित कर रहा था एक कार्यक्रम को। उस समय ही मैंने कहा था कि पीओके को आक्रमण करके हड़पने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ेगी। वो तो हमारा पड़ोसी है ही, वो हमारा है ही पीओके। और पीओके के लोग स्वयं ये कहेंगे कि मैं भी भारत हूं।
Moving on, protests are escalating in POJK over the controversial 12 reserved seat system. Awami Action Committee leaders have called a shutdown on September 29, accusing the government of destroying merit and looting public funds.
In Pakistan-occupied Jammu and Kashmir, the Awami Action Committee has intensified its protest campaign and announced a complete shutdown on September 29, accusing the government of protecting vested interests through the 12 reserved seat system. Calling it a grave injustice, a local leader said the same happens in recruitment, where fake domiciles and state subject certificates are used to bypass merit. Lawyers have also extended support, saying the committee's demands are legal and constitutional.
इस वैली के अंदर हमारे जो बच्चे पढ़ रहे हैं, जो कॉलेज यूनिवर्सिटी की तालीम हासिल कर रहे हैं, कि जिन्होंने आगे मुकाबले के इम्तिहान में जाना होता है, वो गरीब इतने मुश्किल हालात में फिर भी जो उनका मेरिट बनता है वो तकरीबन 90%, 85 से 90% बनता है। अब होता क्या है, इन 12 सीटों के नाम पे कोटे की इनकी सीटें अलग की जाती है, मुख्तस की जाती है। हमारा 90% लेने वाला बच्चा नंबर, उसको सीट नहीं मिलती, और इन सीटों के नाम पे 60%, 70% नंबर लेने वाला जो है ना लड़का, वो एडमिशन ले लेता है। क्या ये ज्यादती नहीं है नीलम वैली के नौजवानों के साथ? क्या ये उनके मेरिट की पामाली नहीं है? ये पहला नुकसान आ गया। यही नुकसान आपकी भर्तियों में है।
Mir said abolishing the quota system is essential, pointing to Neelum Valley's lack of internet, poor roads, roofless schools, and hospitals without medicines. He alleged crores are wasted to appease exploiters using fake domiciles and certificates.
अब इससे आगे चलते हैं। दूसरा नुकसान कि हम नीलम में खड़े होकर कहते हैं कि हमें अस्पतालों में दवाई चाहिए, हमें स्कूलों पे छत चाहिए, हमें स्कूलों में म्यारी तालीम चाहिए, हमें अच्छी सड़कें चाहिए, हमें इन सड़कों के बॉर्डर के ऊपर जो किनारे होते हैं उनके ऊपर डिफेंस वाल चाहिए, ताकि खुदा ना खास्ता कोई हादसा हो तो गाड़ी दरिया में ना जाए, जिससे हमारी कीमती जानें ज़ाया होती हैं। तो हमें कहा जाता है हमारे पास पैसा नहीं है। तो इन 12 सीटों के नाम करोड़ों रुपए सालाना और अरबों रुपए पूरे 5 सालों में सिर्फ इन 12 नौसरबाजों का मुंह बंद रखने के लिए इनको दिए जाते हैं। और फिर होता क्या है, इनकी लोकल गवर्नमेंट की स्कीमें बनती हैं। मैं जो बात करूंगा मैं चैलेंज करके कह रहा हूं, कोई तख्ती वहां नहीं लगती। और एक एक हल्के का मैंने निकाल के देखा है, 30 लाख, 40 लाख, 50 लाख, 2 करोड़, 2.5 करोड़ रुपया सालाना इनको दिया जाता है।
And US President Donald Trump has threatened Afghanistan in a Truth Social post, saying that if it does not give back control of Bagram Air Base to the US, bad things are going to happen. Earlier, he said that the United States had sought to regain control of the base used by the American forces following the attacks of September 11, 2001. The withdrawal of American forces in 2021 led to the takeover of the Bagram Air Base in Afghanistan under the control of Taliban government. Last Friday, Trump claimed he was speaking with Afghanistan about regaining control of the airbase. It should have never been given up, he told reporters in the Oval Office.
We'll see what happens with Bagram. We're talking to Afghanistan. It should have never been given up. It was the most embarrassing day in the history of our country. There was no reason to give it up. I was leaving Afghanistan. I was leaving. I was the one that got it down to 5,000 soldiers, but we were going to keep Bagram, the air base.
Meanwhile, Taliban Army Chief Qari Fasiuddin on Sunday denied speculation that the group was negotiating over the Bagram airbase. The Taliban leader also urged Washington to honor the 2020 Doha Agreement, which included pledges not to interfere in Afghanistan's internal affairs and cautioned against repeating past failed experiences. In Sri Lanka's Variapola town, more than 1,000 anglers armed with rods and baits took part in a fishing competition this past weekend, aiming to catch a large number of snakehead fish and remove them from the reservoir. Despite the large turnout of anglers, the giant snakehead was difficult to catch, with only 22 caught. However, the anglers were undaunted and expressed hope that they will continue to participate in future competitions. Giant snakehead fish have become a threat to the ecosystem after being released into rivers by owners in the island nation. Over the last 10 years, as the population of giant snakehead fish rose, fishermen witnessed their daily catch dwindled from 15 to 20 kilograms to just 2 to 3 kilograms. The support conservation of freshwater fishes typically found in the dam, the campaign was launched by 3 fishermen associations and the Ministry of Fisheries.
අපි මේක අද දිනේ එක තරංගාවලියක් විදිහට පවත්වනවා. ඒකෙන් අපි බලාපොරොත්තු වුණා විශේෂයෙන්ම වැඩි මත්ස්‍ය ප්‍රමාණයක් ජලාශයෙන් ඉවත් කරගන්න සහ මේකෙන් අපිට සමාජයට සහ අපි අනිත් අයට පණිවිඩයක් දෙන්න කියනවා. බලාපොරොත්තු වෙන්නේ මේ වාගේ මසුන් විසුතු මස කර්මාන්තර ගෙනල්ලා මෙතන අපේ විවෘත ජලාශ වලට මුදා හැරීමෙන් වළකින්න ලොකු මේක අපිට ලොකු තර්ජනයක් විනාශයක්.
And as the festival of Sharadiya Navratri began on Monday, Temples across India echoed with chants and devotional songs as devotees thronged in large numbers to seek the blessings of Goddess Durga and her 9 divine forms. The 9-day festival, celebrated with immense fervour, symbolizes the triumph of good over evil and the honours of divine feminine energy. Sharadiya Navratri is observed in the lunar month of Ashwin and is marked by elaborate rituals, fasting and cultural festivities. Each day is dedicated to a different form of Goddess Durga, representing unique aspects of strength, compassion and wisdom. Devotees not only perform prayers and observe fast, but also participate in traditional dances like Garba and Dandiya, adding colour and joy to the spiritual celebrations. The 9-day festival concludes with the Dussehra, marked on the 10th day.
मैं 20 साल हो गए नवरात्रि के फर्स्ट नवरात्रि को हमेशा आता हूँ, हमेशा माँ के हाजिरी लगाता हूँ और मैं पूरे विश्व का कल्याण के लिए मन्नत मांगता हूँ और सनातन धर्म का हमेशा हमारे विश्व में परचम लहराए और भारत विश्व गुरु बने, यही माँ के चरणों में अरदास है.
That's all in tonight's edition. We will see you same time tomorrow. Good night.